up? It's me, Austin, playing some City Skylines, and in the last episode, we started building this fishing industry. But in this episode, I noticed that there are some demand for commercial zones, so we will be building more commercial. And I also noticed that on this street here, I didn't really respect road hierarchy, so that is something that I will be also taking care of in this episode, because that is very, very important, especially if you want to avoid traffic jams. So I think one of the better places for more commercial would be in this area here, so it's easy enough to zone all this different stuff. I already have some commercial build out here that hasn't started spawning yet either, so I think I'm just going to leave that as it is for now. But as you notice, over here, there are way too many connections through here, and that is an issue, because if I built out this side way bigger, then there will certainly be traffic jams here because I'm not following road hierarchy here. While if you go over here, I am for the most part, right? I'm having a connection every once in a while. This collector, you really want only connection every once in a while because you want to prioritize mobility over connectivity. So I think what I'll do is, I don't know if this connection is kind of necessary because gosh, I just have way too many connections here. Okay, so I need to get rid of some of these for sure. Now this one here is fine because it's a decent amount away from this one, so I will keep those. But unfortunately, I will have to sever these connections here. Now these buildings are angry at me, of course, because they need a connection. But I will reestablish the connection, and then I will simply just move it. Bring it just a little bit closer to the point where a pedestrian connection is there. So that is kind of my game plan with this. So this is the one that I can skip. Or do I want to skip it? Well, there's nothing really important that's connecting up this side from this side on this street, so I think I actually should really consider severing this connection. Now again, just the same thing. Actually, I can just turn anarchy on and just connect it up like that, and I'll already have the pedestrian connection. Yeah, just like that. Now I'll keep this one. I think this one is one that I'll get rid of. And then I'll also get rid of the path. That's just added infrastructure that I no longer need to be paying for. And then I will zone this commercial. And then again, I'll just use move it, establish this pedestrian connection. And yeah, that looks pretty good to me. As I said, this connection here doesn't really matter in terms of severing it, because I would actually prefer to have this connection here because it's a decent amount away from this connection here. So, ooh, I also noticed this though. Yeah, this is one that we can't do. However, I'll just do the same thing that I did before. I'll go here. I know I just used a little bit of eminent domain, but I don't really care. What was zoned here anyway? I think it was commercial. There's a lot of commercial being zoned in this episode. I mean, yeah, this all looks pretty good. So hopefully I should see some things that start to spawn here. I'm still surprised that this is actually making me money. Like, very, very surprised. Oh, but it's probably because I have main park on it. And eventually I do want to get rid of all of this industrial and have this be pretty much a 100% clean city. So basically as little ground pollution and yeah, as little ground pollution as possible. So yeah, so as you see, all this is polluted. Well, the average ground pollution is only 3%, so it's actually pretty good, but which means that all these are actually going to be turned into offices as well over here. And I also kind of want something over here as well. I was kind of thinking about it, but not totally sure what I want yet. But I also think it's a little bit weird if I have like a hotel here and there's fishing industry here. I don't know. I just find that a little bit weird. Or even like the festival area. I don't know. I just kind of find it a little bit weird. Looks like the university's doing fine. What if I check up on the education? Ooh, we're lacking elementary school capacity. That's not good. I should probably build it like in this new neighborhood here, because then they will have access to an elementary school. What is right here? This is a park. This is a child health center. Could easily just build it right here. Is that zone? Yeah, that is zone. Okay, so eventually this will spawn, but this kind of is a good spot for the school. I think what I'll do is I'll put it somewhere like. No, I can't put it here. That's a park. So that's a decent place for it. This is a dog park. I think I will put a school right next to it. Geez, we're 400 out. So this should increase capacity by 300. So in reality, we kind of need one more. Where to put it though? Maybe right. Oh, this is next to another park. This is a pretty good place for it. Oh, that problem just got solved. And the last thing I kind of want to do for this episode is that I noticed that I have some unnecessary power lines in places that I really do want to get rid of. I no longer need these. Those may be the only unnecessary ones. I can make this connection a little bit cheaper. And now I can see this. Yeah, because the power's connected through there. Okay, that's good. Is there else I need to worry myself with in terms of the power lines. At this point, I don't believe so. Yeah, I think we're all good. Alright, so if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing as well with post notifications on. That way you won't miss out on my future episodes. And with that being said, you guys, I'll see you in the next episode. See you later, guys. Bye.